Hello. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing? Today I'm going to react to US defaultism, which is the phenomenon on the internet where Americans think they're the only people that exist, basically, on the internet, or they assume everyone and everything is from the US. It's a thing that happens on the internet, and people post it to this subreddit. Normally, it kind of infuriates me, but to be honest, I feel like with all the bullshit going on in America right now, I love America. You know, I'm American. I love America. But right now, I'm really pissed off at it. So I might actually enjoy this, or it'll just piss me off more. I don't know. All right. Classic US defaultism. Luigi Archive. It's Luigi Maggio, the CEO assassin. Healthcare CEO assassin. Luigi's prosecutors claimed he had $1,620 in foreign currency. In reality, he had 4 banknotes from countries he visited, 1,000 Japanese yen, 20 and a 100 Thai baht, and 500 Indian rupee. On December 9th, they were worth $16.05. Yes, they added all the numbers seen on the banknotes and wrote a dollar. Wait, no way. Foreign currency 1,620. No way. No way. No way. Oh my God, no way. Because I had seen reporting on this that he had foreign currency on him when he was arrested. I couldn't remember the number, but I'm looking back at the articles and it literally says he had $7,000 in US currency and another $1,620 in foreign currency. Because on the official document, that's how they had it written. Oh my God. That is so fucking stupid. There are apparently no gay people in Australia and New Zealand. These guys are the official first gay kiss of 2026. All right, for one thing, I love that that's a thing. This is the first official gay kiss. All right, that's cool. And then for it to and this was in the r/LGBT subreddit. So it's not like this was in the like America subreddit, because these would be the first. What does it even mean? Official gay kiss? I guess because they're on camera. It's just being funny, but yeah. Wow. To say they're the first when it's like America's literally like the last country or continent to go through that time zone, you know? That is quite funny. And all of Asia and Europe and Africa, yeah, like literally pretty much everywhere. When you ask someone where they are from and they give their state, not their country, I'm from Texas. I am from the Mazovian Voivodeship. This post kind of goes against the rules. You know, you're supposed to post things that are actual things that Americans said, but I am aware that Americans do this. I've also spent time trying to think about this and explain it. Like if I'm going to try to defend it or explain it, I think that the phenomenon might be in part, it's in part due to like arrogance, like assuming everyone around the world knows about like the United States. But the other part is that in America, it's such a big continent and it's relatively isolated. So most Americans aren't leaving America very often at all. So my point is that like when you travel around America, as most Americans do for their whole life, that's all they're used to doing. You tell people, you know, I'm from Indiana. I'm from Indiana. I'm from Indiana. If I go to Florida, I say, I'm from Indiana. If I go to Texas, I'm from Indiana. California, I'm from Indiana. You know? So that's just how it is in your brain. Like, that's where you're from. You don't think, I'm from America. I've stumbled upon an r/US defaultism festival, the American selection at this supermarket in Ireland. Okay. Okay, this is the American section. I guess let me scrutinize it real quick. Looks pretty good. Pretty American to me. Lots of sugar, candy, goldfish. Gotta love goldfish. And, I mean, honestly, this is all good stuff. As far as unhealthy good stuff, this is a lot of good stuff. We have Sweet Baby Ray's, classic barbecue sauce here. We have A1 over here. I don't know if you guys have that. It's a steak sauce. Although a good steak should not really need a sauce. Anyway, okay, so are there comments or something? What does American even mean? That's just normal. Whoa. That's a crazy comment. That's a crazy comment. He literally doesn't even fathom. He's like, what does that mean? What does it mean, American? It's like how people used to think that like the whole universe revolved around the earth. That's this guy, but with America. It's like, that's just normal. What do you... That is just a supermarket section. What do you mean, American? It literally says in Ireland. And this guy's like, what do you mean, Americans? Whoa. Wow. How is this in Ireland? They don't have supermarkets. They shop at little stores. What? What? Like, yeah, in Europe in general, grocery stores are smaller than American grocery stores. That's a fact. In general, they are smaller. You know, you guys don't have like a 50,000 square foot Walmart that has literally everything from shoes to potato salad. As far as I understand, that's relatively less common in Europe. It's more so small local stores even. Imagine that. But obviously they still have supermarkets and supermarket chains. This guy literally thinks that there's no conceivable way Ireland would have a store that has like food on shelves. Where do you think they get their like processed food? Whoa, dude. These comments are crazy. Why would they have an American section when supermarkets are by definition American? What? Wait. I'm actually kind of like baffled. Like, what is it? What do you mean by definition they're American? I'm almost questioning myself because this is so bizarre. What do you mean a supermarket is by definition American? You don't know that other countries have supermarkets? Like maybe in America, the idea of like a giant, like I said, like a giant Walmart that just sells, it's a giant conglomerate that eats up all the local businesses is kind of an American phenomenon. But you think that means that like other countries don't have supermarkets at all? Genuinely, I don't get it. I have to move on. Frankly, I'm a little too intelligent to be breaking that one down any further. And that's not even an arrogant thing to say. I think we're all a little too intelligent to spend too much time on that. Most of us. What state is this in? I don't understand what it's supposed to mean. I guess that guy just didn't read the title. And he's so, and it's just like he's doing the American default thing where he's like, this must be America. So what state is this? What do you mean American section in America? What's the joke? Supermarket is already American. Joke? Who said there was a joke? What are you fucking talking about? Why does everyone keep saying supermarket is like only American? What do you mean what's the I mean, I feel stupid just like even searching this, but I asked the all-powerful AI, is supermarket exclusively an American concept? Because I'm just trying to understand what these people are even saying. Because I've never heard this. A supermarket is absolutely not an exclusive American concept. Like, yeah, I know that, but then why? The scale, layout, and product mix people often associate. Right, like American supermarkets are gigantic. But that doesn't mean that other places don't have supermarkets. This shit, I'm moving on. Playing trivia games as a non-American introduces a real element of chaos because sometimes the super easy beginner questions are like, what was the top-selling brand of toilet paper in Texarkana in 1972? And sometimes the hardest questions will be like, oh no, a super tricky one for you. What country are Dutch people from? That is funny. I guess a lot of board games are like manufactured, or not necessarily manufactured, but designed in America. And so kind of by definition, like if you're making a trivia game, it's like trivia from your own standpoint, you know? I guess. What's PA? Pennsylvania. Did you skip third grade? Okay, that is genuine, just straight up American defaultism. This is what this subreddit's all about. This guy is straight up just like, are you retarded? Like, he's not even considering this dude might not be from America. Because obviously anyone outside America would I assume you guys would not know this state's initials. They didn't even try. Okay, Native American music such as this is how I imagine the earth sounds. She is Siberian. What do you mean? She's like darker skin kind of and like has a thing around her head. It's a Native American. I love that it was someone trying to be like politically correct too. I just love, they're like, guys, this Native American, you know, wow, this is like music of the earth, this Native American. Yeah, that's a Siberian woman. Okay, r/Australia. Why is cheese so expensive? Was curious and looked up an old receipt for a shop I did in 2021. Mainland butter soft pure salted butter. $6.25, 41% more expensive now, $9.50. Is this USD for 454 grams? Just curious. ... Are you serious? We're on an Australian subreddit. Okay, I was a little bit confused here as to who the American was. I thought they might be clowning on this guy because he's an American asking this or something, but no, this guy is the Australian in the Australian subreddit, obviously talking about AUD. That's what he's denominating these prices in. Obviously, it's the Australian subreddit. And this guy's saying, is this USD? Why would it be USD if we're in the Australian subreddit? Indeed. Are you serious? We're on an Australian subreddit discussing Australian food prices. Why would USD even be relevant here? Curiosity is fine. That's a pretty short-sighted assumption. They must have thought it was Australia in insert some dumbass city in bumfuck nowhere, USA. What are your thoughts when you see this flag on a store window? Everyone is welcome here. It's the trans, or like the, you know, whatever. The LGBTQ plus flag. Someone says, why can't it just be an American flag that applies to everybody? What? Okay, first of all, of course, an American flag does not apply to anybody outside America. But second, of course, just that concept, like, why do you need a flag for anything? You could just use the American flag. Even within America, that's stupid. And the concept of like, well, if you want a flag that appeals to literally everybody, and you think that's ideal to put up, then like, why do you even have the flag? What even is a flag that is just, hey, this is everything and everybody? That's what it represents. Like, you're not even making a statement of that. This is a political statement, essentially. They're making a political statement. You're not making a political statement if you just put up a flag of everybody everywhere. All right, Australia. Oh, we got a lot of Australian ones today. The best one-year route around Australia for optimal weather. Interesting. So in May, you go straight to the center. Okay. And then you, okay. That's fun. Desert in the middle of May would be hella cold, though. May is the beginning of summer, buddy. God damn it. Oh my god. I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I think they're both wrong. Like, I don't know. I guess I'd have to do more research, but, well, let's find out the average temperature in May in Central Australia. Yep. They're both wrong. I just used Alice Springs since, of course, that's in the middle of Australia. The average high is 22 degrees Celsius, so it's literally a perfect day, which is the point of this map. But this guy's like, that's the middle of winter, so it would be hella freezing. No, just because it's winter doesn't mean it's freezing in Australia. Okay, you have to understand, climates don't work the exact same way all around the world. But then someone even dumber comments and says, May is the beginning of summer. No, this is Australia, bub. Not in Australia, buddy. Why would we be talking about Australia? We need to move on, guys. I didn't know it would get that bad. A girl on the Amazonian forest was attacked by wasp and should call 911. Okay. I've just been dropped off deep in the Amazon rainforest alone. Call 911. It's actually 193. Okay, I didn't ask. Wow, I'm sorry it wasn't really as a cuss. It's because in Brazil it's 193, but I'm sorry. No, the Amazon River is in America. Why the fuck do you think the Amazon River would be in America? I mean, I should say USA. Of course, it is in South America. You know what's ironic about that? Because sometimes people are like, you shouldn't call yourself American. The only reason I actually do is because Europeans. I used to refer to America as United States of America, USA. That's all I would ever call it, USA. But a lot of Europeans, I would just call it America. And so to like use that same term, I started calling it America. Even though in my opinion, like that's too vague, because it's not like America. You have North America and South America, you know, continents. If we're talking about USA, we should say USA. And I know that a lot of you guys agree with that. I don't know what to say. That stupid slurping is not necessary. It's considered normal in Japanese culture. It's a sign of enjoying the meal. Well, that's truly fine, but it's something that just needs to be aired on Japanese channels. It's not what we do in the States. What is this on? Okay, this is at least on Instagram Reels, even though it's still absurd. That's an absurd thing to say, but I did think this was on TikTok at first, which is, of course, an Asian app. Granted, it's a Chinese app. It's definitely not a Japanese app, but it's a Chinese app. But yeah, okay, so this is on Instagram Reels. Anyway, the internet connects the entire world via undersea cables. Aha, wow. That slurping is still uncalled for. Oh my god, dude. Get the fuck over it. Well, that's truly fine, but it's... oh. Do you not understand how the internet works? Like, is this not the dude's channel? You're like, this needs to be on Japanese channels. I don't want to see her slurping. It's like you are on a Japanese channel. You're on his page. So just don't go to his page if you don't want to see his slurping. The world voted for President Trump. What? Oh, God. Okay, I'm done. I'm done today, guys. Thank God. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.